It was a nice sunny day. It was cool. Just out patrolling on Highway 206. Just a routine day on the side of the road.
A routine day that took a sudden and tragic turn for highway maintenance worker Paul Weber.
Picking up a deer, put it on the lift gate, and next thing I know, I'm staring at the license plate with my face up against the blinker.
This is a vehicle versus pedestrian. We have 2 red patients, split and lost the bird, and suddenly a second ambulance.
Didn't know how I got there because it happened so fast. I was pinned, I couldn't see.
Our patient that we're working on has bilateral femur fractures. This is going to be a trauma alert.
I pulled in up there, ran up.
John Amond, a Spokane County volunteer firefighter, was the first to reach that harrowing scene on State Route 206. Hearing the dispatch call, John made a split-second decision to head straight to the scene in his personal vehicle rather than going to the fire station. The minutes he saved would be critical to stabilize Paul.
And I could tell from when I got to Paul, like, this is serious. And then once we got him moved, like, this is more serious than I thought. And then as I began to cut his clothes away, I'm like, we really need to get this guy into the helicopter and moved as quick as possible. There were a couple of times where, like, he just got real quiet and real still, and we got real worried. And the medic's like, Paul, Paul, and then he'd kind of stir.
Heard the chopper come, and then I got pulled out and put on it. That's when they knocked me out and took me into surgery.
Got a call, and it was a 509 number because I just moved here, so I didn't have anybody's numbers. And I answered it, and he said, "This is Corey, I'm Paul's boss," and he was crying. And so I knew something had happened. And Corey thought he had had his pelvis crushed, which is not a good thing. The first place I went is like, he might not make it. And he said, "You need to get to the hospital." I was preparing for the worst.
Paul's life was spared that late October morning. Miraculously, his spinal cord remained intact. There was no damage to his brain or neck, but his right leg was lost, an irreversible reality Paul had to face when he woke up from surgery.
Better leg than my life, because the first thing I saw was my beautiful bride, and I was going to be all right. First time I saw her, I told her my race car driving days are over. So then she knew it was me. I wasn't brain dead, which very well could have happened.
2 months later, doctors had no choice but to amputate Paul's left leg to prevent infection from spreading. Paul was now a double amputee.
If he can be optimistic, and then I can be optimistic.
There you go. Nice job keeping your chest up a little taller. Yeah, you kind of crossed over there.
I just have to learn how to walk again. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So from what happened, that's a good trade.
Paul has been spending the last several months in physical therapy at St. Luke's Rehabilitation Medical Center in Spokane. The journey to adapt to his new normal has been nothing short of grueling.
Give your legs a little break.
It's basically a full-time job for him, working on all of this.
Okay, just a few more of those.
He's unique in that he has bilateral above-knee amputations, which is just a lot more challenging for returning to walking because you don't have your knee joints. So he's learning to walk again with prosthetic legs that have locked knee joints for now. The goal is to progress him to walking with knee joints that lock and unlock. He is super, super strong. His balance is really good. I can absolutely say he is extremely hardworking and motivated.
He's a Marine, and he has the mindset to be able to get through this.
It's different. It's, it's not like putting on a pair of pants and getting up and walking away. So it's different. You got to find your balance again.
Paul still has a long road to recovery, but his message to the traveling public is urgent. It's a painful truth that the lives of roadside workers like him often depend on the actions of others.
I wish they just pay attention. Drive your car, see what's out there.
The traveling public is the biggest safety hazard these DOT workers have. And I just want everybody to pay attention and to realize that everyone working on the side of the road has a family and a life, and one bad choice can change everything.
And while it changed everything for Paul and those closest to him, his will to stay on course remains unfazed.
You got to get up. You got to get up and throw one foot in front of the other, and, you know, the world took its best swing at me, and I'm still here, so.